So, first of all, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I can't sleep. I really haven't been able to sleep for a while. Um, Doctors put me back on antidepressants and, what's the other one? Anxiety pills. Um, Trying to kind of prepare for my, coming out and anxiety and stress that that's going to cause me. So far, the pills haven't really been working because I've been just like, oh yeah, there's a lot going on here and definitely a lot up there. But I figured that maybe like just talking it out might help my conscience. Biggest thing that I want to say is a huge thank you to everyone. I've gotten a lot of good feedback, a lot of moral support, a lot of just go get 'em kind of attitudes, especially at work. That one kind of surprised me, considering that my regulars, being a bartender, I see about 200 or so people like every day that I know and have gotten well, yeah, that I've gotten to know pretty well. But they're all kind of like, and I'm not trying to put like a stereotype on anyone here, but they're right-wing, conservative, Republican kind of types. Um, but like after I posted my initial coming out video and my post on Facebook, um, like yesterday was like a really weird kind of day because I really wasn't sure what kind of response that I would get from like certain people, despite the fact that I had over a fourth of the people that I'm friends with on Facebook liking the video or the post or um, just messaging me privately through the messenger. So I really didn't know what to expect, like what I guess I was just paranoid, honestly, and that was a lot of my problem in high school and why I didn't come out sooner is just because I was afraid of what other people thought. Because I'm always a pleaser. I'm always trying to make everything better for everyone else, and um, when it's finally time to start thinking about me and what I want, I kind of freak out because I don't know how to do that. But so going into work yesterday, well, I guess it was 2 days ago now, considering the AM time. But the first day morning that went into work, my morning boss was covering the bar until I got there, and there was maybe two or three regulars, sitting on the bar and waved hello and all that, and I made eyes with one of my customers that I'm friends with on Facebook, and she was one of them that liked my video, so I knew that she saw it. So like we made like this eye contact, and like she was just grinning ear to ear and just very like, ah. So that was kind of cool. But then my morning boss was just like, oh yeah, and she said my my given born name or whatever, and she's gonna help you out, and this regular just puts her hand on the counter and she goes, his name is Brenton, and got all like sassy with my morning boss. It's just, ooh, like, thank you, but I think there's better ways to do that than getting up all in one of my boss's faces about it. But just little things like that, and I've been getting that a lot. Um, I bought one of my regulars a beer today just because he was very supportive verbally on my Facebook or whatever, and he's just like, "Is it gonna affect your awesome bartending skills?" I was like, "No," and he's like, "Well, then I don't care. Good job. See you later, Brenton," or whatever. It's just, I'll buy you a beer. I like that. I like that outlook. Just keep going with that. Keep the compliments up. So that was another thing. So I've been getting a lot of good feedback at work. I can tell that there's a lot of people, when they come in, and they're people that I've seen like my status and all that, and um, when they look at me, maybe it's just me being paranoid, I don't know, like, they'll look at me and they'll smile, and like we'll have like that moment of, yeah, okay. But then after that, it's just kind of like this awkward, and I don't know if it's because like they don't know how to talk to me anymore, which is, I'm still the same person. My personality's the same. I don't know, maybe it's just having a new outlook on someone kind of changes things, and I get that. Um, I do, but it's just like, if you have questions, talk to me. Like, if I wasn't open to talking about things, I wouldn't be posting things on YouTube. And honestly, talking about it, at least for me, helps a lot. Like, the more I talk about it, the more comfortable I get. And that's kind of a place where I need to be right now, is a lot more comfortable. Because this was not easy at all. Like, I can't think of anything I've done that's been harder. So, if you got questions, if you just want to just say something just to make it a little bit more real for you, please come talk to me. Write me a message on Facebook, or leave an anonymous comment on my YouTube. Just something. And at work, when I'm bartending, if what's been really kind of hard for me is people that don't know or kind of forget, and they call me by my birth name, and I mean, usually I haven't been correcting them, just because, I mean, how can you when it's something so new, and sometimes you're just not ready to talk to like certain people about it. But like, what my regular did that morning when, his name is Brenton, like, I mean, don't get all sassy about it, but like, okay, as an example, one of my regulars was leaving, today, and all right, see you later, Brenton, you have a good day, or whatever, and then somebody else was just like, Brenton. So like, that helps open up the conversation, that helps me get to like, oh, okay, so this is what's going on, rather than me just being like, here's your beer, and then, so, by the way, like, it's just extremely awkward for me, but like, by already having that established conversation, by that being opened up, it helps me out a lot. So, I'm not sure if that's something that you guys can do. I don't even know how many of my regulars are going to watch this, honestly. Um, but I'm rambling on way too much. Case in point, this video is for me just to say thank you. Thank you so much. I was absolutely overwhelmed by all the positive comments and feedback and private messages that I received on Facebook. I mean, it felt kind of like a weird cop-out going through Facebook and just being like, here, world, that's what's going on. I mean, I did talk to my family privately before I posted, and I'm really glad I did that. It was a lot more personable. Um, and a lot of my closer friends already knew and all that, so like, that was great. But I heard from people that I haven't talked to since elementary school. People that I spoke about specifically when I was talking about my past and all that, um, and like, they knew it was them, kind of a thing. And I kind of had to make sure. She's like, hey, there are no hard feelings here. I am the way I am because my past defined me. It got me to this point. I'm not putting blame on anyone. My sister called me today after work, or I had to call her. She asked me to call her, and I did. And she's like, well, I just want to let you know that I talked to, the rest of the family, just kind of seeing where they were at, and I know you talked to them, but I wanted to know, for my own benefit, what they were going through. And just having a good conversation with her. She she vented. She's kind of in a dark place about it all right now, and I 100% understand um, what I'm going through is not something easy for other people to understand, especially since, like I've had these feelings for years and years and years, and then I'm already to a point where I'm like, okay, so this is what I'm going to do about it. But then for other people, it's like, whoa, wait, one thing at a time. But because it's a lot, and so part of me kind of feels selfish about that. Maybe like, well, maybe I should wait, and get everybody acclimated. But then at the same time, it's like, if I wait, I'm prolonging that dysphoria. It's really the only way I can put it. I mean, I'm on medication for this, just specifically for this. I haven't slept in 5 days. I mean, last night I did sleep, and that was wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. But I had it was a good day at work. It was great. I think that phone call from my sister kind of got in my head, and not her fault. I understand 1,000% where she's coming from. But like just little things that she revealed to me about, when she was talking to my other family members, like how my mom feels like a failure. And I already knew that. I had talked to my mom a couple days ago, and she's just, oh, I wish you were just that little girl I could just put on my lap and talk to you, and it's like, well, Mom, I can come over right now and I'll sit on your lap and we can talk, you know. But talking about wishing that this would have happened, so that it's not going to accomplish anything. I would have come out probably sooner, which would mean that she would have had to deal with a transgender boy living within her home rather than a transgender man, and graduating from college in a couple months and living on his own and all that. Um, it's kind of like that weird time travel theory kind of thing. Like, you can go back and you can change certain things, but the overall outcome is going to be the same. So yeah, that's really all I can say on that. And Mom, if you're watching this, you're not a failure. I mean, how could you be? You raised me to be strong and independent, and to to achieve what I want. And I love you. On a more lighthearted note, I wish I had something a little bit more lighthearted. Like, oh, I should have thought about that. I don't want to end this video on that note. Super Bowl's coming up. Yeah, that's gonna be something. Yeah, this video's gone on way too long, but I just, again, thank you to everyone who's been supportive, even though they don't necessarily agree with what I'm going through or what I've decided to do. You're showing me love that I kind of forgot that I had, and I haven't felt in quite some time, which is my fault. I've distanced myself a lot because, well, stuff. But words can't express how grateful I am to have as many people as I do who have my back, even though it's my friend that I'm worried about. Oh, I'm super dysphoric about my chest. Alright, well, I'm going to be kind of using this YouTube vlogging thing as an outlet for a while, so this is going to be like the last video that I actually post on Facebook, simply because I've had a few requests that, when they log on to Facebook, they don't want to see or be reminded, really, that, or have me clogging up their wall just And that's fine. I understand that. It sucks because I wish I won't be able to be me, really, for quite some time on my own freaking Facebook, but I'm trying to respect people as much as I can because I don't want to lose anyone, and this is already hard enough for them to accept as it is. So, this is going to be my last video that I post on Facebook, but you are all welcome to follow me, you know, subscribe and all that, and I'm going to be keeping like an updated vlog. You know, I've got my doctor's appointment coming up, which got changed, by the way. It's a couple days sooner, so I'm going to be going in on the 7th rather than on the 9th, which is also going to kind of suck because right after my doctor's appointment, I'm getting a tooth pulled. So it's going to be a fun, fun day. I scratched my neck and now it's like all red. Oh. Anyway, so I'm going to be kind of updating with that, and I'm hoping that on the 7th I will have a tea date. I am so stoked. Oh, I need to say one more, like, huge thank you. I talk with my hands a lot, but I need to stop that. Sit on them. That's very uncomfortable. Okay, never mind. One of my other regulars, and I spoke about her briefly in my really long miniseries movie video, she has the transgender son recently, you know, and because of where my mom's at, where she's at right now in her mental state, I wasn't wanting to ask a whole lot out of her. She's got a lot of adjusting to do, and so I messaged this regular on Facebook, and I was just like, hey, look, I've got a doctor's appointment, you know, checking my levels and all these other blood tests and all that, and not that I don't want, I mean, I could do it alone, but I don't necessarily want to. I want somebody there that can experience this with me, that can get behind it and be excited, you know, because she's a wonderful person and has helped me be really, really comfortable with this whole transgender thing from the moment that I told her, which is when she told me about her son. So it's been a while, but I asked her if she would go with me, you know, and help me document this just for my own reasons, and she's just absolutely, and I know she works and all that. And I was just like, well, it's going to be at this time. Are you going to be available? And she goes, yep. So I don't know if she's juggling around my schedule or what, but a huge thank you. And I know that you know who you are. I'm trying not to say names. This is really hard. Privacy and all that, because, I mean, if you other viewers are like me, I've spent a lot of time going through YouTube and looking up other transgender videos, and holy crap, we're almost at 20 minutes. I talk a lot. I apologize. I forgot what I was saying. So I guess that's a good place for me to stop. Okay, so next video is probably going to be after my my doctor's appointment and tooth pull, and hopefully then I can announce my tea date. If there's going to be another video, it's going to be probably because I can't sleep again. This is really helping. I like venting. Venting's good. So yeah, and if you're at work with me, please talk about it, because it helps me. But I'm not trying to make you feel awkward. Oh, this is a really... Okay, I'm leaving. Goodbye.